I've gone over this thing. I've talked about it again. Individually and collectively, I've talked about this so many times. We're faced with the agenda. And people they're having trouble separating the agenda from the personal. It's the agenda. You see, if a homosexual comes to our church or during the service I'm in or whatever, I hope that they know that I love them. I hope they can sense that I love them, but I also hope that they can sense that I'm firm on the Word of God. I'm firm in the truth of God. And I'm not going to deviate from that. I'm not going to compromise over that. I want them to know Jesus just like I want anybody else to know Jesus. But you see, the agenda steps in. The activists, the groups, they jump in and they come to church, or they protest in front of some churches, or they protest outside of other places, and they say, well, you know, the church, you've got to change your stance. You've got to change your belief system. You've got to change this because you got to accept us and you got no choice about it. You have to accept it. You got to love us and you got to accept us if you're going to call yourself a church. No. No. The agenda, I've got no time, no patience for. The agenda. You see, and the problem with that, you don't have, like I said before, you don't have an adulterous agenda. In other words, people who are committing adultery, who are living in adultery, who are men having affairs on their wives, vice versa, people who are in that lifestyle, they aren't holding up signs saying you must accept our lifestyle. No one's doing that. They aren't coming to churches and protest saying you've got to accept our lifestyle of adultery or you can't call yourself. No, they know we preach against that too. Like I said before, you don't have people holding up signs saying you must accept my gospel. you've got to accept my lifestyle of gospel. Nobody does that. But when it comes to the issue of homosexuality, that's what we're faced with. That's what we're looking at. Same thing with abortion. People protesting and saying, well, you got to respect my right to murder my baby. No, I don't. No, I'm sorry, I don't. Now, I pray for people who've done that, who've been there. I pray for them. God can still show grace to them. He can still save them, deliver them. If they've done that all that's well and good. But I cannot tolerate those who are pushing that. I mean, now, my God have mercy. Now they're murdering babies after they're born. Several states have already established that. And you got the insane running the loony farm. Like I said before, I say it again. I promise you I'm going to shut up with this. I said it before, I say it again. You've got governors of states. Governor Cuomo is one of them. New York. The governor in Virginia, Northam, whatever Northam I think is his last name. Supposed to be a doctor. And says, once the baby's born, lay the baby aside. Let the mother decide if she still wants to keep the baby or not. If the mother decides she don't want to keep the baby, go ahead and... That's infanticide. I don't care how you cut or how you put it. That's infanticide. That's murder. Outright. People who have that mindset, look, unless somebody shows me something to change my mind, I stand firm on this fact. Those governors and other people in politics and anywhere that have that mindset, they have the mindset of a serial killer. We've got serial murderers running our states, governing our states. We have serial killers. Because listen, even known serial killers, most of them, some of them have and will, but most known serial killers won't murder children. They won't bother children or babies. They've murdered adults and left the babies laid in the crib. They won't touch children. So what does that say about these people who are in leadership in our states and say it's okay to murder a baby even after it's born? What sense does that make? What logic? Where do they even get? I'll tell you where the logic comes from. It comes straight from the pits of hell. It comes from the devil himself. Amen. And so we need to stand. We can't deviate from what this word says. God's a giver of life. Jesus said, I came to give you life more abundantly. Stand together with me.